Hey guys, April's here with my first video on drawing the super cute kawaii Neko that you see on the screen right now. Alright, so let's jump right into it. To start it off, we're going to start off by drawing a pencil and marker. Ha 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 ha. Whatever, I'll just cut that out. We're going to start off by drawing a circle, followed by some triangles sort of protruding out of the head. This will represent our ears. Now, halfway down the circle, a little bit lower, you're going to have the nose, which I like rounding out on the sides, that way it's not like a pinpoint triangle. Followed by a fish hook, or weird skewered W. I also like leaving a small opening in the mouth. I find it kind of cute. I end up filling it in later. And I also hint at the bottom lip with a little tuft of fur. Now the most important of our cat is the whiskers. I usually just start fanning out horizontal lines in sort of a small cone shape. And that represents our whiskers. Same thing for the other side. If you want, you can make a small triangle like that to sort of help guide you. And then add the tufts of fur from that triangle. Now at the shin, I always add a little peak or a tuft of fur there to sort of hint that he's super fluffy. And I do the same at the top of the head, give him sort of like a cool hairstyle. The hairstyle's up to you though. Followed by eyes. I prefer my eyes being huge, but it's really all up to you. The smaller they are, the sort of more realistic they look. The bigger they are, the more cartoony. I do this like semi-filled oval, and that's my eye. It's not that difficult. And then I find it really cute when they're cross-eyed. As weird as that sounds. And try and get your eyes to look somewhat similar to each other, but they don't have to be perfect. And you draw a small semicircle for the pupils, and then a circle for the glare. I readjust the eyes because they weren't looking similar. The left one's kind of slanted. But again, this is the pencil sketch. You can change it all when you go to marker. And blushies, and in my world all cats have blushies. Blushies are just the miracle of life. And then I add a big ball of fur signalizing the chest of the cat. But I don't normally draw bodies on cats, I just leave them as their little balls of fur. Now we're just sort of adding more to the ear. The cat's ears have like a small ball of fur coming out of it. So you just want to make sure to hint at that. I don't normally add fur on the line that sort of mates to the point of the eye or of the ear, because then it starts looking kind of weird there. I again go to fix up the eye a little bit because they weren't right. Usually just want to have some like mental notes of like where they align, how high the eyes are, as well as how far apart they are. Now we're pretty much ready to start markering, or inking would be the correct term. It doesn't really matter where you start, just be sure not to be too sketchy with it because you can't erase marker. And now where the fur meets like the ears and stuff, I add these small little things of fur going in opposite directions to give it a better flow. Again, I don't add too much fur on that line because it makes it look kind of weird. At this point, you're pretty much tracing your drawing. your original sketch while adding a little bit more fur and changing things as you see fit. At this point, our silhouette of the cat is almost completely done, or for the face at least. And we can start jumping into the actual face. The nose is usually my favorite place to start, because it's in the middle and then I can work my way around it. Again, make sure to round out the edges if not it looks out of place. Followed by the fish hook. And the gap in the mouth, which I end up filling in like I said before. Don't forget to hint at the bottom lip. And now go straight to the eyes. Make sure not to make the glare too small, if not you can't see the white and it's just a black dot. And all that's missing is the pupils, as well as the big fur ball coming out of his neck. Oh, and the blushies. Can't forget the blushies. Which I end up forgetting, I think, anyways. And I end up doing later. Nope. Nope. Hey, there they are. Alright, then you go straight into the fur. There's no real method to this part. You just pretty much just want to keep your hand loose and not too stiff. If not, your lines are going to come out really wobbly. And like any true artist, you want to make sure to sign it. If not, you're not an artist. I almost forgot my signature there. After you've signed it, erase the guidelines. We magically have better lighting now. Make sure to erase all those pencil sketches. Once you've done, make sure to sweep them off. If not, when you're coloring, it'll be a pain. For these, I'm using 3 colors. I start off straight with the eyes because I want to make sure that I don't overlap into the eyes with my fur color, since there's a giant opening in the eye. Once I've established where the eyes are, I color them completely in. Make sure not to color in the glare. Alright, then we'll jump straight into the fur. I start off with the bottom. I usually outline the entire line art before coloring in it with a lighter shade. And I'll speed this up. After you've successfully outlined the entire thing, just start filling it in. If you hold the crayon or pencil sideways, you use the wider side of it so you get more of a larger stroke. And after you completely shaded it in, you can start doing the same thing for the face. You can do it with the same color or a different color, it's all up to you really. For a little variation, I did it with a lighter color. That way his face pops out a little bit. Same process, outline it, then shade it in. After you've shaded both, for those of you who are more advanced or want more of a challenge, you can go to shade it. It'll give it more of a more finished, realistic appearance. So in this piece, I'm imagining that there's a light source coming from the top left of the cat. So meaning everything on the underside is going to be shaded. I'm using the same exact color, I'm just pressing down harder. So make sure that when you initially shade it in, don't go too hard. If not, you're not going to be able to see the shade, or you'll have to use a different color, which is completely fine. You will, however, have to find a color that's darker than the one you're working with right now. But apart from that, there's no real problem with it. So again, his cheek is here blocking the light, so it's going to cast a shadow. Same thing with this little fur peak here. He's going to cast down a shadow onto his fur. And since it is rounded, there's going to be a shadow casting where it rounds out. Just like so. It's a little tricky at first, but the more you do it, the easier it gets. You can see it's already starting to take form. Do the same thing for the face. Since the face is rounded, the lower part will be darker because it's sort of being tucked down. Same thing for this. If you look at a cat, their noses come out farther than their actual eyes. So I did a little bit of a darker shade there to hint at that. As well as the ears. They are darker as well. And it's all the same exact thing. The underside, since the light is above them, the underside will get more shadow. And you can shade the nose pink, but I shaded mine a darker brown. Pink would have looked better though. I added a bit of a smooth transition between the ear into the face. And now it looks like your cat's popping out a little bit. The upper lips always cast a shadow down, since they're sort of bending down. So I just want to hint at that. But the bottom lip catches light. And, well, there you go, you finish your cat. Your good old Neko. Super kawaii. Oh wait, I am just kidding. We forgot the most important part of our cat, the eyebrows. How could a cat be a cat without eyebrows? So I'm just gonna go back in and sketch in the eyebrows and then fill it in with marker. Just like so. Now our cat can finally be happy, making Neko ni proud. Beautiful. There we go. Look at him. So this is what he looks like with the eyebrows, but you're more than welcome to leave him without them. There's a personal preference. Oh, you've made it through the whole video! And congratulations! Also, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Right here on the screen, we have eyebrows versus no eyebrows. Let me know what you think about them in the comments. Also, let me know where you want the channel to head. This is my first video, so I don't really know where the channel is going to head from now to the future. But we'll find out together. Let me know what you guys want to see. For now, I have planned chibis and other cute anime stuff. But I'm always down for suggestions, so let me know.